All right, I maybe shouldn't start an episode surrounded by so many monsters.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, nothing, I guess. Wait, he's coming. This is too distracting. Anyway, speaking of being distracted, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Who am I again?
Right, we're nearly done. This final dungeon is kind of merciful compared to some of the previous ones.
Yes.
And, we're right at the end. We don't have to fight every battle.
Yeah, come on.
There's no point in accumulating more resources now, and that's why we're ignoring everything. So, through that door is presumably who our next opponent.
This one's strong. Be careful.
Well, we asked for this.
Keep moving.
Through that door is our next opponent. We know it's gonna be Rufus, but how many people are gonna be with him? Is it gonna be Claire, Lecter, Cedric, something like that?
Probably.
Milliam,
Well, no,
perhaps?
Cedric's gonna be fought in the Vermilion Night.
It is funny how it's like progressively weaker opponents keep coming at us, but
Well, I don't know how strong Rufus actually is.
he can't max out higher than Enforcer level.
Fair point, fair point.
Really, it's quite thrilling. What's that sound?
It's coming from below. It sounds like something big is moving around.
The bottom layer is close now. But before then...
Yep.
It is Milliam. I knew this was coming. Milliam, why are you... It's one thing to have to go along with their plans and kind of be forced into that without any way of saying no, but actually fighting us, well, it's us or them. It's been a long time coming, and I thought that it was already on us, but I guess they have enough momentum.
Maybe.
None of them want to do this.
Oh, it's clear from looking on their faces!
The Ironbloods, as I expected.
Governor General Rufus, Major Lecter, Major Claire, and Milliam. My brother aside, each of them strikes me as completely out of place down here.
Instructor Claire.
Even so, they mean to stand in our way. They know what they're gonna do.
Is everyone ready? This will be tough, but somehow we'll open a way through.
You too.
Our top priority is stopping the ritual. Since you've got Valimar, we need to make sure at least you get to the end, Reem. Besides, you guys want to be there to save Altina, right?
Well, of course!
But this group, we're facing Major Claire and that girl from the old Class 7.
Not to mention Eustace's brother. This is a much more... Like I said, the opponents are becoming weaker, but the emotional value of them is increasing steadily.
Yeah.
There is no need for concern. Milliam told us that regardless of all else, she will put those of us in Class 7 first. We need only believe in her.
Yeah!
And regarding my brother, I have long awaited an opportunity like this. The chance to confront him face to face at long last. Eustace.
That's right. Yeah, we should make good use of this chance to get some answers out of Major Lecter, too.
Once we beat them up, they should have no other excuse to stay with these people.
Mm-hmm.
I shall do everything I can to help.
Yeah, me too. I need to bring Instructor Claire back to her senses. We shall breach the iron wall the Chancellor has laid before us.
Yeah. Class 7, let's go.
Yeah!
You know what you could do, guys? All of you could turn on Rufus.
That'd be cool!
Why won't you? What attachment do you have? Before, when it was, like, way more normal, politically stuff, okay. But now?
We're talking end of the world stuff here!
You're saying it's okay to end the world because he helped you out when you were young by trolling you? And then Milliam? I agree with what Yusa said. Believe in her.
Yeah.
But... and we're so close to it.
Oh. Altina's there.
You're not gonna stuff her in it, are you? Can you even do that?
Allie.
Well, they did send the Goliath to the campus, and Altina did kind of bond with it somehow.
Right, but the Goliath was then taken back.
Well, right, but that might just have been a proof of concept sort of thing, to see if she could.
It was, because it was explicitly said at the time that that was the case, but what does that have to do with Testarossa?
I just think it could be related.
That is what I said before you rehashed previous events, yes? Stern rebuke.
Green. Eustace. Everyone.
The other three aside, I seriously want to beat up Rufus.
Yeah.
So you guys ended up coming here after all, huh?
Are you really shocked?
Are you really shocked that we made it through all the monsters you sent ahead of us?
Yeah. Of course we did, you fool. We didn't exactly have any other options. You should know that.
It's a shame Ash couldn't be with us, but everyone else from both the old and new Class 7 is here.
It's weird. I'm happy, but sad. But happy, but also sad.
Remember in Cold Steel 2, near the end, when the Ironbloods and Osborne showed up and Milliam just ran over, looked back guiltily, then went back to the Ironbloods after all? I really thought that by now she had gotten over that,
But I've got my own reasons for being here, so...
If you do, then that's fine. I'll forgive you for it without having to think about it, but you would actually better have a reason.
Sorry, but I can't let you guys through.
Well, you will anyway.
I see. That's fine. We'll force our way through if we have to.
Now, as for you other two...
What about the rest of you?
Reen.
Sorry to disappoint, but I'm fresh out of witty remarks.
I hope you don't think ill of us.
I think ill of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just you, buddy.
I do think a little poorly of Claire, at least. Lecter has always been enigmatic, so there you go. But Claire, it's kind of like Milliam Jr. Why is she here?
We Ironbloods simply cannot oppose His Excellency. Though this whole situation is unfair, now that we know a piece of the truth, we cannot go against it.
Seriously? Are you really trying to defend all this?
Exactly.
One of our classmates was taken from us, and another manipulated into committing a serious tragedy.
That doesn't really matter here to these people in this way, guys.
Right.
In what world do you think we'd possibly let you go after all that?
Oh, however, that's fair.
You have matured indeed, members of the new Class 7. It really is too bad the other two couldn't join you here.
How dare you!
That's enough, Rufus. I can't understand why you're standing in our way. Your title of Governor General, the connections you've made with nobles and heads of state in other countries. Your success wasn't handed to you by the Chancellor. Most of your accomplishments were won by your hand alone. In that sense, you wield immense power, to the point where it may even rival the Chancellor's. So tell me, why don't you oppose this insane plan? Why do you continue to be an Ironblood? I don't care about the Albarea family name. You and I both know how foolish Father has been. But unlike me, you still have both parents. So why do you continue to admire that man as your father? I can understand why Milliam or the other two might, but...
It's simple, really. It's because I'm not my father's son.
Really?
Put plainly, Helmut Albarea is not my father.
Really?
What?
So they're not even brothers. Eustace is his legitimate heir.
Huh.
It isn't as though I don't have the Duke's blood in my veins, mind you. I am the bastard son of my mother and your long-banished uncle.
Huh, okay.
You're... what?
Needless to say, Father is well aware of this. In order to keep the family name from being tarnished, he treated me as his legitimate heir. All the while, keeping his true son at arm's length simply because of his commoner blood.
more proof that Helmut Albarea is an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
If this is truly the way of the nobility, then I find nothing noble about it.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that perspective, especially seeing Albarea up close in Berea Hard. It was absolutely
disgusting.
It really was the cartoonishly worst possible version
of a noble
of this society. Yeah, I don't blame Rufus for that.
Over time, I began to question the value of nobles to our country.
Fair enough. I don't really think it's a good system, but it's not my system, it's theirs.
And you can't judge them all on him.
Exactly. I tend to support their political position because it made sense. Until we're talking about the Civil War with Cayenne and Albarea as crazy mofos.
Right.
Like I keep saying, they had legitimate grievances against the government. They threw away their legitimacy and credibility, but they had those grievances. You know those grievances are legitimate because in this game, it's been very sympathetic to them and it's the same grievances and most of them are good guys.
Right.
Like, when I say good guys, like so simply, I mean they're on our side.
Yeah.
But no, I think the system is pretty archaic, but they need to get rid of it, and getting rid of it by the sword is different than...
legislation?
Yeah, like more of a gradual tapering down, which is what's happening. Like Yusuf said once, I may be the last of a dying breed, but I still have noblesse oblige. The system's going away, and that's a good thing, but because the system is bad doesn't mean you can judge any individual actors in it.
And it doesn't justify burning everything to the ground.
Yeah. Like, what's Marquis Higharms done that's wrong?
Right?
What's Viscount Arcade done that's wrong? What's Teo Schwarzer done that's wrong? They're all quite popular, etc., etc. Anyway, enough of that. I understand Rufus's perspective on this, though.
In a different manner from how Machias or Prince Oliver did.
Right.
It was then I met him. The man who ended the 100 Days' War, who restrained the 4 great houses, who rose from the ranks of commoners to Imperial Chancellor. He drove away the Jaeger Corps I hired to attack him, and instantly determined it was I who sent them.
Are you so bored you feel the need to play with fire? Do you tire of your empty days spent tied down by your family and title? Ha ha! Ironbloods, is it? They say children should surpass their fathers. I eagerly look forward to that day.
We may only be a replacement for the son he let go. But to me, Lecter, Claire, and Milliam, he is special. His unending charisma convinces you everything he does is the proper course of action.
Sort of like yours.
One could say we see him the way members of Ouroboros view their Grand Master. But enough talk. Let's begin.
So be it.
We won't be making this easy for you.
What?
What the heck is this?
What the heck?
A 4-way link!
Is this some special ability unique to the Ironbloods?
Maybe so.
Don't hesitate, Eustace!
Reen, let's do it too!
Yeah. Combat link, activate!
Reen, Yuna, I'm sorry things turned out this way.
That's all you ever do!
I know you have your reasons, so please don't hold back.
Fair point.
Instructor Claire.
What happened to Ash was bad enough, but now the little one's in an even worse spot. If you manage to get through us, do me a favor and rescue her, would you?
That's the plan, man.
Don't worry. We'll show you just what we can do. Are you ready, Milliam?
You betcha! I'm not gonna go easy on you. Reen, Eustace, Machias, Elliot, you guys better not let up either.
Of course we won't!
Class 7 will reach its destination!
Our song of victory will ring out!
We'll clear the doubt in your heart, Milliam.
We Ironbloods shall fight for his excellency!
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out here.
Reen, Eustace, let's go!
I'll give this my all. You do the same!
will clear the doubt in your heart and save you. So you'd better knock it off after that.
Yeah, seriously.
One more thing about Claire. All she ever does is apologize for what she's doing, does something that she feels guilty about, and then feels bad for herself about it, but she just does it all anyway. She never hesitates to do things that she doesn't really want to do or doesn't believe in, and like uses that guilt like a crutch. It's so irritating.
Well, here's my take on it. Rufus is Rufus and appears to be completely sold by Osborne's ideology.
Of course.
But I think the other three don't want to be Ironbloods anymore.
Yeah, this is a chance for them to let it go.
That's why they're facing us with everything they can so we can beat them.
Right.
They're not going to hold back. But that's why they're doing this, so we can defeat them and they can stop.
That's why I said what I did about Milliam. We'll clear the doubt in their hearts too, and then they can knock it off. If you hate what you're doing so much, Claire, then stop doing it! You don't get points just for feeling guilty. I'm gonna go after these two first. Huh, she actually has better status resistances than the previous guys. Anyway, this is really cool. You can tell that I am emotionally invested because I've been yelling at them! I actually care, damn it!
We got a pretty lucky opening hand, didn't we, turn-wise?
Yeah. Just get this out of the way. In terms of hit points, they are weaker than previous enemies.
Leave it to me!
Rufus may not be in that category. Wow, I really did get to scan everybody. That's cool. Yeah.
Oof. All right, let's get started.
I still plan on doing Divide and Conquer. I won't be able to get Brave points as easily, but I think I'm going to take a big opening move to take advantage of the super buffs. So we're gonna go
before they start using crafts to debuff them?
Maybe so, yeah. So I'm going to start with...
Resonate! Divine Song Formation!
Alright, Elliot. Blow them to farking pieces. I see, he won't be able to just chain cast, but...
Right.
Huh?
Respectable.
This'll help!
Pow!
I didn't ask you to do that.
It's my turn!
That'll help a little. Okay, now we have to weather everything.
Form up! Iron Will Formation!
On your knees!
Oh, nice!
Now, unleash!
Oh!
Wow! He used Noble
Take this.
Command!
There! They're down!
This is working out pretty good, actually.
Oh, dang it! And this is arts damage.
Shatter!
Plus the freeze, which might get us.
There!
We're
They're
getting
down.
lucky. This is luck.
There!
I'll take it.
My turn.
Okay, you know what I don't like? Buffs on everybody. So you know what I'm gonna do? Cast Albion Wolf.
And then it's his turn again.
Now I can't do this all day long.
Right.
I'm using Pandora on both Eustace and Elliot. So EP cost is through the roof. That's the end of that. But I better start to be careful.
Yeah, we don't want them all to start enhancing.
I will, however, throw out Crescent Mirror to stop any potential shenanigans from arts damage from these guys.
Arcus, activate!
Break through! Take this!
Sorry, man, you gotta try harder.
Divine Shield!
Protect us!
Yeah!
Oh, that was a growl. I'm a little worried about dropping another Albion Wolf, but strike while the iron is hot, etc. Might get 3 of them going at once, though.
Well, we might be able to break one of them.
I'll do this instead. And the damage is going to be a lot less, but...
Let's go!
Finally, it's Reen's turn!
Well, he doesn't start with the full buff.
Spirit unification! Iron will formation! Arcane Gale!
Not bad, Class 7, but we're just getting started.
I'll show you the true strength of ice.
Not surprised, I guess.
Impressive. But I've only just begun.
I've got a lot of defenses built up, so I'm just gonna run with it.
Yeah.
Break through!
And I might be able to break Millium. Okay.
Huh?
Positioning is hard.
Yeah!
Oh, he's about to give you a little fire.
Ring into the night! Nocturne Bell!
Dang.
Heavenly Thunder!
Ah! It'll be tight, but I should be fine. Wow, he's really into that gas.
110%!
I knew it.
How about a little fire? Take this!
That's pretty excellent, actually.
I know I'm gonna have to restack all that.
This'll help!
I didn't ask you to do that.
Yes!
I love how he's so disapproving. Okay.
Breakthrough! Sledgehammer!
Break through!
Almost!
There! Iron will formation!
The problem is if I move, use this, then I won't be able to platinum shield. But if I just pop Claire, she's broken. Fine!
On your knees!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Holy Blade!
Woo!
This is gonna hurt.
Take this! I see!
It's mine!
I'm up!
That wasn't so bad.
Okay.
I really need to get Shining back up.
Gale!
Dang it!
This is it for you!
I was trying to avoid this so hard! This
Here he
could
comes!
suck really bad.
Yeah!
I'll be fine though. I'll be fine.
Breaker!
We won't go down. Maybe some of us will though.
Ow!
No!
Is this your card? And a fine card it is.
Leave it to me!
Well, son of a... Get the heck up!
Thanks!
Thank
I
you.
didn't ask you to do that. Very well.
At a bare minimum, I've got to take care of Claire.
And break Millium.
That's better than nothing.
Divine Shield, protect us!
Okay,
Harmonize Blue Orchestra!
we'll keep ourselves safe.
My turn.
This can unbalance, so I won't snag any brave points, but it should break Millium.
Yeah.
Ring into the night. Nocturne Bell!
Okay, I'll have Machias impede Rufus, and this way...
Hopefully we can take them down.
Now I need to get more defenses up. Arrgh!
Gale!
It's down!
Keep it up!
I can't fall here.
There we go.
Bad.
Okay. Everything should be much better now.
Everything should be much better now.
Break through!
Oh, he's got Brandish on, for what that's worth.
The little bit of damage has been the difference between killing me and not killing me when fighting Aurelia. It may not be a really powerful status effect to seek out on its own terms, but it's better than not having it.
Yeah.
Nice try. Now it's time to blow them to pieces, though.
Arcus, activate!
Knock it off!
Pretty good, but I'm just getting started.
I don't like you giving me that I'm about to enhance before I've broken you. Okay, so be it then. I'll take advantage of the critical turn.
Let's go!
Ha! Now things are heating up.
Let's go!
So far, none of their enhances have healed or put a stat buff on them or anything. Probably out of kindness.
Yeah. It'd be too mean if they were constantly healing.
You've become this strong? What a waste.
There!
Well, this is going pretty well.
Knock on wood.
Perhaps I'll get serious now.
Even he didn't heal.
My turn.
Here we go.
Barrier of time! Break!
There!
I mean, this part doesn't really matter, but
I
You
appreciate
have
it.
my thanks.
now I'm healed. Now I'll re-up Blue Orchestra.
Yes.
Blue Orchestra!
This way I should weather their S-craft.
It's my turn.
I'm glad that I haven't been able to take out Rufus before getting to see it.
Yeah.
Lecter, though.
Gale!
God dang it!
It's down!
Keep it up!
Dang! Oh.
Now.
Okay, I mean, if you want to be an idiot, that's fine with me.
If he only had a brain.
Nocturne Bell! Seriously?
Not on my watch!
Are
Here
you
we go.
prepared?
What the? Woo!
I don't even understand what this is. But it won't wipe us out, and that's all that counts.
Agrius?
Caliber! Damn you!
I'll cancel!
Oh no!
Very well.
It's fine, it's fine. We're at the end, and I doubt he'll ever be able to do it again.
Yeah. So far, they haven't spammed their S-craft. Reeves had so few turns, his ogre mode hasn't worn off yet.
He still has a shining up.
Gale!
Sit down,
It's
Lecter!
down!
Keep it up! Damn it.
Okay. Doesn't really matter now.
Alright, Rufus. It's just you and us.
Eat Albion Wolf.
Let's go!
Eh,
Now,
Unleash!
Unleash this!
nice try, but it's too late.
Break through! Impossible!
Compared to what we've already fought through, I mean, no offense, but how could these guys stand in our way?
Right?
Strike! Windblade formation! Healing strike!
Man, Elliot has just been all over this battle.
Oh, is it my turn again?
Now.
Rufus sounds like he's in so much pain.
My heart, it bleeds for him. Not as much as he's bleeding now.
Healing strike!
This misguided, strangely half-hearted devotion, let it end now. As for what Rufus is going to do later, who knows, but...
Now!
I commend you.
Good work, Elliot.
Thanks, Reen.
There's nothing that about 8 Albion Wolves can't solve.
When in doubt, Albion Wolves.
Now, we'll see if they're gonna keep standing against us, though.
Now!
Go, Reen. Take the new Class 7 with you.
So you're still gonna fight, huh?
Got it! Let's move!
If you regret it, then do something!
No. We need to handle things here.
Yeah. All the old folks down there can take care of the rest.
Man, I'm booped. You can go take a rest too, Lammy.
Milliam. Claire, Lecter.
This may be a selfish decision on my part, but I'd like to see what my younger brother is capable of.
Fair point.
I'll show you exactly that, Rufus!
We'll help out too!
Arcus, activate! We'll do all we can to support you!
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the one that matters. Okay. It's just us. He really is the pinnacle of court fencing. That volley of slashes was incredible.
Not to mention those links. They're going to have a real tough fight ahead of them.
Yeah. Elliot, Machias, Eustace, Milium, and everyone else. May Adios watch over you. Huh. Road to the beginning. Just a bit more to go.
The path before us leads directly to the bottom layer.
Yes, and waiting for us there is...
It doesn't matter! We'll get Allie back no matter what!
Yeah, we were able to make it this far thanks to everyone's help. Now it's up to us to make it to the bottom layer. We'll rescue Altina and put a stop to this ritual. Yes, sir! What, already?
Hey!
Are we nearly there? We're pretty close. Altina.
There she is!
Prince Cedric.
Chancellor Osborne and Professor Lumen are there as well.
Professor Lumen, is it?
And that's...
The Divine Knight that became the Vermilion Apocalypse. The one that original Class 7 fought back in the Infernal Castle. And the Holy Beast of Earth, said to have vanished 900 years ago. That thing is a servant of Adios?
Probably not anymore.
Ragnar and Zeit are one thing, but I don't know about that.
It doesn't look holy at all.
In sealing itself away for so long, it seems to have lost both its consciousness and true appearance.
Zalamar.
Well, yeah.
In addition, the Vermilion Knight has taken in an immense amount of mana and is nearly fully operational.
A voice in my head?
That voice was...
Valamar! Are you still at the Dereflinger?
Indeed, my voice has finally reached you. It appears the ritual of the end is quite extraordinary indeed.
I see. We need to stop it no matter what. Make sure you're ready to go.
Understood. Good luck, all.
It's time to put an end to this. I've been ready.
We shall save Altina and see this through to the end. Right. Twilight's birth at the bottom of the final elevator.
I think we're about to hit the main boss here. So here's what's gonna happen.
This is what we think.
We've got Prince Cedric right next to it, charging up his Divine Knight with mana. We have Altina, the OZ, the Origin Zero, who's supposed to be able to defeat it. And then we have the final part of the prophecy, which is where you use the blade at the end of the World's End and kill the Holy Beast to fill the Gral with its blood.
Yeah, we're gonna end up doing that.
And that's how we're going to basically do the villain's work for them, just like every other Trails game where we defeat them, but they're like, nah, we got what we want.
I'm still wondering if we're gonna finish off any of the enemies like Osborne. Maybe not, though. Like, we're gonna beat Cedric.
Yes.
And then we will be the ones using Altina.
Yes.
But...
because in the opening, Altina was sitting on Valamar.
But surely, something is going to happen. This has gone too smoothly, too well.
Oh yeah, totally.
To prevent us from winning outright here, we are gonna have to lose. Why? Because this is Cold Steel 3, and the conclusion is Cold Steel 4. This are the end. I'm gonna cook some meatballs. Okay, now we're ready.
Going out there, we may come face to face with death itself. But we need to bet everything on this chance. Class 7 Special Operations, move out! Yes!
Grounds of Twilight's birth. It's just, this has to all be according to plan.
Exactly.
Allie! There she is!
Your Highness, what have you done?
Oh, don't worry, she's fine. For now. But putting that aside for the moment, you really should greet the hosts of this little event before me. It's only proper.
So you've arrived, Reinschwarzer. I see you've brought your students too. Uninvited guests though you may be, I welcome you all the same.
We don't need a welcome from the likes of you. And you, the other one up there. Professor Lumen. Or should I say...
Elisa's dad.
The chief of the gnomes and head of the Black Workshop.
You have a lot of explaining to do. Forget us. You need to talk to your daughter.
Yeah.
Black Alberic.
I suppose I should say it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm surprised you know that name, though. Did the Crimson Witch or the Gralsritter tell you about me?
Yeah?
Well, I'm glad I don't need to waste time explaining. I'm rather a busy man, you see.
I can't say I approve of his tone.
I'm going to ask you two things. First off, what exactly is the Great Twilight? And second, what do you plan to do with Altina?
Astute questions indeed. It's difficult to explain the Twilight in a succinct manner.
Blah blah closed system of souls or something? God, I hope not. That would be out of something else.
But I suppose it can be described as something which will lift the curse that lingers over all of Erebonia.
Lift it up into the sky so that it lingers all over all of Erebonia?
Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say, it completes it.
Those are two vastly different things.
So that curse is the Great One.
It also seems to have some relation to Valimar.
You want to complete the curse? What is wrong with you?
After the Septarian of Flame, Arc Rouge, and the Septarian of Earth, Lost Zem, battled 1,200 years ago, the resulting Septarian of Steel was divided into 7 pieces by the Gnomes and the Hexen clan. Though this succeeded in diffusing its power, it did nothing to suppress its curse. It is due to this failure that the Dark Dragon, the War of the Lions, and the 100 Days War all took place.
Fair enough.
Of course, the same goes for the Civil War and the Emperor being shot.
What? The Dark Dragon and what happened with Ash aside, are you saying the curse had something to do with all those wars?
Orthros being possessed by madness. Cayenne being possessed by madness.
Yeah.
Don't you find it strange? No matter the reason, massacring your own people as an excuse to start a war is unheard of in modern times. The risk of being caught far outweighs any benefits of such a scheme. Normally, one's logic would put a stop to such thoughts.
I see that you are a very logical person. Huh. I'm sure that everything you're doing is absolutely reasoned out to be for the good of everybody, and that you're doing the right thing. You're the only true hero, etc., right? Isn't that how you'd rationalize it? Anyway.
The masterminds of the Hummel incident were minor noble officers. As individuals, they weren't especially sinister or anything of the sort. Isn't that right, Your Excellency?
Correct. For better or worse, they were ordinary men.
Ordinary men can do evil too.
Yeah!
Though they were facing pressure from the four great houses and being goaded by Ouroboros, those were not the only causes. During the hearings afterward, they claimed it was a moment of weakness, and they couldn't believe what they'd done.
No way.
Regarding myself and the Chancellor, tragedies like Hummel. At times, this nation will make the most tragically foolish decisions. The history of Erebonia is smeared with blood and alight with flames, more than any other country.
I see. So that's what happened.
People don't need some magic curse to be stupid.
Then, does that mean...
It was all because of the Great One's curse?
Oh, don't misunderstand.
Right.
It was not the sole cause of those events.
Yeah, seriously.
However, something plants a twisted black seed in people and society.
The Septarian born of conflict breeds conflict?
Well said.
I believe you've all seen the results of such a seed firsthand.
Could it be? Ash was implanted 14 years ago during the tragedy of Hummel?
Correct. I'd also like to make clear we had no hand in that.
People who laugh and talk like this are not the good guys. You are correct. Not the hero.
Rather, what they did was discover and make use of the facts.
Yeah.
Once afflicted, he was doomed to cause some manner of incident one day. In all likelihood, no one could have removed what was planted within him. Not even the goddess herself.
No.
Don't you find it ridiculous for us to continue to be at the mercy of such a thing?
Way to not believe in the agency and will of human beings.
You know, if you want us to go along with your plan because it's the right thing to do, how about you try to convince us? Because you're doing a really bad job of this.
That is why I sought to take this curse and use it for my own ends.
Oh, there you go.
The Great One is mighty, but as its physical form was divided, its ability to affect this world is limited. However, were it possible to reforge its scattered pieces into an even stronger being, I could use it to drown the world in conflict. The endless struggles leading humanity to ever greater heights.
Are you listening to yourself, good sir?
What?
Truly inspiring, Chancellor Osborne.
It is in fact true, though sadly true, but true nonetheless, that times of great advancement of technology do always spring from wars. But that's not something you should aim for.
Yeah.
You monster!
Well, you know, to make an omelet, you have to eviscerate the chickens and display the remains in front of the coop.
Well, as the saying goes, to make an omelet, you have to break a few eggs. Well, to quote George Orwell, sure, but where's the omelet?
This is beyond absurd.
Unbelievable.
And the Great Twilight is what will lead to all that? Then both Altina and that beast are the keys.
Indeed. That creature lying over there is the Black Holy Beast.
So this is the one from Earth. So where's the Holy Beast of Fire?
Yeah!
Originally sent by Adios to watch over the Septarian of Earth.
Well, I'm glad Ragnar and Zeit are doing well.
It was one of the two holy beasts who worked alongside the Gnomes and the Hexen clan to suppress the Great One.
Because apparently they could have turned out like this.
Jeez.
It was corrupted after taking a majority of the curse into itself 900 years ago. It then sealed itself and the sacred land away in the abyss.
I hope it's not Zoroastruga. I mean, they kind of said it was a servant of this, but what if that's the divine beast of fire and was kind of drug into this?
Well, you think they would have said that with all the talk about Zoroastruga.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But by slaughtering it with the proper tool, the curse in it will be released. With the advent of the Twilight, the Great One can be made whole. The completion of that tool, the sword, was crucial to our plan. It required a being fully synchronized with a combat shell, one who is both human and weapon. The raw material from which a blade capable of slaying a holy beast can be forged. A blade to be wielded by a divine knight.
So Altina's gonna fuse with her combat shell and become a weapon?
The hell?
That is the 74th and final model. A being which can sublimate into the sword of the end in exchange for its own life.
No.
74th model? How many of these people did you make and throw away?
73?
No.
Is that the reason Milliam and Altina were created?
Yeah, guess so.
This is all just too crazy.
Shut up! That can't be true!
How could you be part of this, Prince Cedric?
I knew their plan would be appalling, but this has surpassed even my expectations.
You think Cedric might have been implanted?
How do you justify all this? Don't you have a family you care about? How do you think your daughter would feel, knowing the awful things her father has done?
That was nothing more than a fleeting version of me. I am the chief of the gnomes and head of the Black Workshop.
Him and the chairman were made for each other.
I have abandoned my life as a human and taken on this mission in order to realize a grand wish.
You're just crazy.
I am nothing more than a humble servant who does his master's will. To that end, I have assembled a host of different technologies for the sake of OZ's creation.
That's true.
I stole the process for creating homunculi from the alchemists of Crossbell. I provided the mages with the technology required for the magic knights during the Dark Ages.
Whoa. What?
I distributed experimental weapons to high-ranking Jaegers to collect combat data. I joined Ouroboros' 13 factories to get closer to Epstein's top disciple. I even took advantage of the continent's leading manufacturer of heavy machinery, Reinford.
Good for you, buddy.
Oh, Father.
My lady.
Back outside. That doesn't look good. I'm sure they can fight quite a few of them, but they can't go on forever.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no end to them.
Yeah, they'll probably keep coming back until the main show is over.
There you two are.
There's Ash. I was wondering if what Aurelia was doing was to go get him. I have personal business. I'm gonna go get my student.
Yeah.
I see your mission was a success.
But I suppose it was actually what Bardius was doing.
Here's the cavalry.
Well, not really.
Oh, well, I mean, for them anyway.
That's... Crimson Wings. Will they make it in time, I wonder? Oh, no point in worrying. All we can do now is leave things to them. We have our own duty to fulfill. Now, to Heimdall Airport!
Yes, my lord.
I wonder how long they've been planning this Viceland army stuff.
Right? It's really organized.
I wonder who the leader is. Is it Aurelia or is it Marquis Higharms?
Good question.
Gileath Osborne, if that is truly your wish, and you intend to carry it out, I will put every ounce of my being towards stopping you!
I still feel like there's something else to all of this.
No way we'll let you do something so terrible!
I shall stake my family's name on it.
We'll put this vile plan of yours in check.
Interesting.
You needn't bother with them, sir.
I would really like to fight Osborne and Alberic, though, so if you wouldn't mind stepping out of the way so we can beat them up.
The Vermilion Knight will soon be fully repaired. Once it's ready, I'll take care of things myself.
But it's not repaired yet! Jump him!
For now, why don't we awaken the Holy Beast? I think it'll prove more than sufficient as an opening act.
I'd much rather fight you three, but if we have to take care of the big scary monster, or at least slow it down first, okay.
This is true. Master, your thoughts?
He does call Osborne Master.
Yeah.
And then there was that line he said before, I provided
the technology for the Magic Knights during the Dark Ages.
Even though Roselia is under the impression that he is not an immortal, perhaps he is in some way.
Do as you please.
Understood.
But why does he work for Osborne? Instead of himself,
right,
you know?
Right.
Okay.
Damn it!
Well, we can definitely knock it around, but we can't really finish anything.
Yeah. Oh, it's covered in eyes!
Nameless one.
The tainted Holy Beast.
It's lost everything. Its original form. Even its name.
Class 7, prepare for battle! We need to keep it at bay until we have the chance to call in our trump card!
Yes, sir! Let the preliminaries begin!
Let the start of the boss rush begin!
It is a bit early, but we're gonna go ahead and end it here because otherwise we're gonna have to stop before we beat the sucker.
Yeah, so we might as well just keep it all contained in one episode.
The next one might be the last one, or there might be one more after that, who knows?
But we're near the end.